What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ronnie Banks.
And it's Mackie.
And we are the Banks family. And today we're going to talk about something real nice. The kids are napping upstairs, so we took this time to tell you guys some really big news.
So before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the Banks family channel, and turn on your post notifications so you guys are notified every time we post a new video.
And I'm sorry, we didn't announce the winner of the $1,000 last video, but the $1,000 winner of the giveaway is right here. You guys will see it right there. So if you are the winner, make sure you go ahead and DM me and verify that at your channel. And then I'm gonna go ahead and send you $1,000. This next giveaway, we're gonna do a $500 giveaway, and 2 people will be winners of that. So make sure all you gotta do, like this video, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and comment down below. What should they comment this time?
All you have to do is comment down below on why you need the money or what you would do with it.
Simple. Let's get started with the video. A lot of you are probably thinking, A, is Mackie pregnant again? The answer is no.
No.
She's not. And obviously the title of the video, you guys are thinking, what do you mean? How are you having a boy if she's not pregnant? Well, I think we gotta start from the beginning.
As you guys know, we have 3 beautiful children, 3 beautiful girls.
Daughters. I love it.
And absolutely, I would. Ronnie is the last of his, what did you say? Lineage.
My lineage, my kin.
His lineage. He's the last male Hackett in his family right now. So obviously we would want to carry on the generation and the name.
And we've just always wanted a son.
Right, absolutely. It'd be fun and different, you know, because we're so used to having girls and daughters.
And it'd be nice to have a little boy around that I can buy some.
I mean, Avea's kind of close.
Dinosaur toys.
She's rough. And
rough.
She likes boy things, like she likes Spider-Man and Buzz Lightyear and all
Fast
these
cars.
things, but you know, she's still girly and she's still our little princess. But I think it would be a very different dynamic for the family to have a mini Ronnie.
So to start everything off, yeah, we have 3 girls already, and we just have been really kind of like, there's always so much pressure online, which we kind of like already just like, all right, block that out, because people are going to say what they want, and kind of just, you can just read it and it's about how you're going to take it. Right. That's one thing. We do have peer pressure, not peer pressure, but you know, we have a little bit of pressure from family and friends, and that one we do consider a lot more like, dang, yeah, like these people know us the most, and they know like what's good for they want what's good for us, and then you know, things like that. So we take that into consideration, and then it's about ultimately what her and I want, because nobody's going to be doing anything on terms of, you know, I mean, they're going to help be a part of the life and help raise the kid and stuff like that, yeah, but it's ultimately about the parents' decision. So our decision has always been like, we've always been down to have a son. That's always been a thing. We've always been down for that, but it just never happened naturally. Right. And that's where we're going to get into things, is because just a couple months ago.
So as most of you know, our supporters and stuff, you guys have followed us for a very long time, but we had an ectopic pregnancy back in, was it July or August? July. Ending of July?
I'm not sure.
Middle of July.
Up the screenshot.
Yeah. So in like the middle of July, we had an ectopic pregnancy. It was something Ronnie and I didn't really know too much about. I've obviously heard the term before, but I didn't know the extent of it. And unfortunately,
I've never heard it before.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we experienced it. And I wish no one in this world had to go through it, but it's life. It happens. And unfortunately, I had to have an emergency surgery because I almost died. Basically.
She had 2
so basically, yeah.
liters or pints of blood?
2 liters.
2 liters.
Yeah.
What pint? I don't know. A lot. She had a lot. Bleeding out.
And the baby.
Which would have been our 4th kid.
I know, that's crazy. But this is the whole point, though. Yeah. You can't be like, oh, our 4th kid. We're trying to have a 4th kid.
Well, at that time, it was, we wanted another kid, but it wasn't the right time.
Yeah, and we were kind of not traumatized, but we were kind of like, you know, like my dad just passed away. Ayla was only 3 months old. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we were irresponsible. Shame on you.
Right.
But we've learned, you know, we've learned from our, I don't want to say mistakes, but we've learned. So yeah, basically the baby didn't make its way to the uterus, and it grew in my fallopian tube, which ended up resulting in, because the baby was growing, rupturing, and I was bleeding out, and I didn't know until like later on. Now looking back at it, the symptoms were like red flags, but I was just thinking, oh, it's like my menstrual or my cycle, you know, so I wasn't really like, what the heck is going on with me? Because ultimately I felt normal. I felt a little off, but I felt normal for the most part. So I don't want to scare you guys, but you know, just trust your body, trust your gut.
Ultimately, you'll know when something's wrong. She knew
Right.
something was wrong, and it was a couple of days things were going on, and then she was like, it's enough. I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you're gonna know.
And
your own
it was
body.
what's crazy and what just blows my mind. If I didn't go to the hospital right then and there, the doctor said that I probably wouldn't have made it.
If you waited another day, you wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, which gives me like goosebumps to this day. But as you could see, that could have been very traumatizing for me and for Ronnie too, because he had to experience it with me. He was obviously not the one going through it physically, but mentally it was draining and it was scary and exhausting. So we were both kind of very taken back by the situation, and it changed our perspective on a lot of things. I've been thankfully blessed with 2 healthy pregnancies prior to the ectopic, which I'm very blessed and grateful for. But things happen, you know, minds change, feelings change, things happen, and that's kind of exactly the situation we're in right now. Referring back to being traumatized, it kind of made me scared, in a sense. Scared to possibly experience something like that again, which I don't want to do, because like I said, I have 3 beautiful, healthy children. That is my world. I have a husband, I have a household, I have family and friends that I want to be around for. And that was just like life or death for me, and that kind of literally like scared me. Like my mental health was not good for a long time after that. Like,
Which is a big reason why we've been very inconsistent on YouTube and social media in general, you guys. I know you guys understand, and you guys are very understanding of our situation and everything that's been going on. People have really been following, but that's why a lot of the stuff's going on with, like, we haven't been consistent, so it's hard for viewers to be consistent. It's hard for YouTube to want to push our videos out because we're so inconsistent.
Right.
You know, we're not following latest trends because we have things going on in our personal life, and we're really trying to keep up with our career when our career is this. Our career, look at Vea.
Love it.
So,
and
yeah.
it's hard because it's like, this is our life, this is our career, and we want to go full force with it. But it's like, there's so much that have happened in the past few years, and like, I don't know, I don't want to use that as an excuse.
So our next step is that we are going to, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month. We do think maybe within the year 2022, hopefully, if things pan out right.
We've had obviously kids back to back. Avea and Ayla are 14 months apart. And it's tricky sometimes. It's tough to have 2 under 2. It is draining, it is exhausting, it is crazy, it's fun, it's awesome, but it's exhausting.
But it is also smart to, if you're going to be having children, have your children all together in the same realm, because if they're super spread out, I think that's even harder.
I feel like there's that if you wait too long and that age difference. So we feel like having kids close in age together is a better alternative than having them super gapped out, because 1, we want the bond there, we want the connection, we want our kids to be able to relate to certain things because they are close in age. And also we were thinking like, okay, maybe we wait 3 to 5 years, and then we're like, wait, all of our kids will be out of diapers by then we're gonna have to restart everything, you know, like we're gonna have to do diapers again. Like, the cool thing about Avea and Ayla is like,
they're twins.
Basically, they're Irish twins, as everyone wants to say, but they're both in diapers, so it's easier for both of us to change their diapers. They both still are doing bottles. Avea obviously not so much, probably 1 a day of like soy milk. And I feel like if once we get out of this routine and our kids are very much independent on their own, and then we're gonna have to restart the whole baby phase again, it's kind of gonna be like, I don't know, this year, probably towards the ending of this year, because Avea will then be 3, Ayla's going to be turning 2, Amira will be turning 7, so it's kind of like, you know, oh my god, 7 years apart, that's a big gap difference too. Yeah. Now that we're saying it out
Exactly
loud.
Why we don't want to wait till she's 10.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of obvious health risks that we're going into trying to do this. So there's basically 2 options that we are considering. One of the options is in vitro. Kind of explain what in vitro is to them if they don't know.
IVF is basically when it's artificially inseminated. Like me and Ronnie will not be doing the deed in order to get pregnant, but they have a thing called spinning where they choose the genetics of the baby. So if we wanted a girl, they'd choose obviously the girl. If we wanted a boy, they would obviously choose the boy. So that's the route we're going. We're going to do spinning. That's the route we're going. That's the route we would go if we choose in vitro. But yeah.
And then another option would be
a surrogate.
Mm-hmm. And
because, like I said, I am traumatized with getting pregnant, especially with the delivery of Ayla.
Mm-hmm.
That was traumatizing. So surrogacy, but Ronnie is like kind of iffy about that.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird for me. Obviously, it's something I have to get over and be mature and grow up a little bit. But it's just it's a lot. It's different. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not technically like anything, like it's not weird or anything like that, but it just. I'd have to get used to it.
The concept is a little off. Like,
it's different.
Somebody else is carrying our baby.
Yeah.
There's not... I think the cons with surrogacy is, like, there's not that intimate connection. You know, like, Ronnie can't go rubbing on somebody else's belly.
That part, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but you know what I'm saying? That's not...
Like, Ronnie can't go rubbing on somebody else's belly and, like...
And then that person would have to be within our close vicinity for 9 months straight.
Right, like, in-house living... You know, like
all these so many emails. I am down.
I'd love to live with you guys. That's the thing too. Is like we don't want to. It's weird saying hire.
Right.
What do you say? Hire. How do you say that?
You seek.
Seek. I think if we seek a surrogate, we wouldn't want to seek it outsourced. Like we wouldn't want it just to be a random stranger. But then again, it's like if we choose somebody within our circle, like our close friends or family, it's almost like I don't want them to feel like, oh, that's my baby. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean to say that in a rude way, but it's possible. I've seen horror films and scary videos online.
Watch Juno.
There you go. That's a perfect example. Those are our options right now. I think we still have a lot of time. We're still very young. We still have a lot of time to think about our best route and our options, but it's been something we're talking about. It's been something we've been talking about for a little bit now. We still have a lot of research to do. We still have a lot more decision making, but we wanted to share with you guys, and
hopefully one day we have a boy. Oh God, that's crazy. So like a year from now and everything, and like whatever.
We can look back. Yeah, no, it'd be a nice... And then we're done.
Done.
Finito.
Right.
Finito. Because these babies are a handful, but they're
we love it. Yeah,
our
that's our
biggest
life.
blessing.
So before we get to, mushy.
And I start crying because they're so old already.
We're out of here, you guys. Thank you guys for watching today's video. We really appreciate everyone's support. And there's a new journey we're trying to experience this year and years to come, obviously. And we hope that it turns out the way we planned. So without further ado, make sure you guys enter into that giveaway, win $500. Congratulations to the $1,000 giveaway in the last video. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. All right, YouTube, we're out of here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Coming in. Yeah. Flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA BB, who we running with? Yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Yeah. State your name. Big been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pen.